So Lily's seen Mia a few times now, so she's not as excited as she was when we first had her. When we first had her, she'd sniff and go crazy around the carrier. But I'm just going to reward her for coming and looking at me and turning her attention away from the kitten. But this can take quite a few sessions, I would imagine, for most dogs who are quite excited to see a new kitty in their house.
Good girl.
So again, because Lily's quite used to Mia now, she is quite good at keeping her attention on me. She does look back quite a bit. I think they've seen each other about 6 or 7 times now, so she's still a little bit interested in her. But every time she looks at me or does a trick for me, I'm going to praise that and basically make her think that I'm so much more exciting than this new kitten that's come into our house. So she's got great attention here, so I'm just rewarding her for looking at me and getting her to follow me, just so that she's in the mode for listening to me and doing what I tell her to. And when dogs are moving, they kind of have to think about that a little bit, and rather than focusing on what's in the carrier. And again, looking at me, so I'm going to praise for that and following again.
Yeah.
So now I'm going to get Lily to do a couple of tricks just to keep her attention on me. And that was great there when she looked at the cat and then looked back to me. That shows that it's still interested in the cat, but thinks I'm more interesting. And I'm just pointing there to the carrier to get her to put her attention to the cat and then back to me. And that's exactly what she did there as well. And that's really positive. So now I'm going to put Lily's lead on her. I'm using an extendable lead that can retract, and I can just clip a little button to put it straight back and lock it if I need to. That's just to make sure the kitten is safe. They have only met outside of the carrier a few times, probably about 3 or 4 times, so I'm still being really cautious. I wouldn't really take that off until I was really, really confident. And this is where you can see that Lily's still quite interested in the kitten, because she's not yet had that much face-to-face interaction for her to lose interest in her. So it's really important that I take her attention away from the kitten as much as I can. And she is very interested. So there we go, attention's away from the kitten, so she gets a reward. And it is okay for a little bit of sniffing and a little bit of interest, because we do want them to be friends eventually, as long as she doesn't become too fixated, which she does have the tendency to do. She can become fixated and she can chase as well, so we're having to take it quite slow with Lily compared to some dogs. There we go, again, attention's away, so she gets the treat. It is tempting to just let them meet face to face and let them work it out for themselves, and I think some cats and dogs do get on this way. But with Lily having quite a high prey drive, I prefer to take it slowly this way and just getting her to do some tricks and keeping her mind off the kitten.
Good girl.
She does really want to say hello.
What's a good girl?
No tensions away, so she gets the treat. Tensions away, so she gets a treat. And that's brilliant, just walking straight past the cat there. That's a really positive sign. I'm actually just feeding her normal food, but for some dogs it would probably be a good idea to use high value rewards like sausages and chicken. I'm able to feed her quite a lot because this is actually a breakfast that I've saved for this purpose, and luckily she still wants it quite a bit. I'd probably do this twice a day if I can, or once a day for a little while until I'm confident. And she just knocked the camera over there. In fact, I think that was the cat knocking the camera over there. But I'd probably do it twice a day for maybe about 4 or 5 days until I'm really confident. But take it at the pace of your dog. If they're still very interested in the cat, then maybe leave it a bit longer. I think Lily's not quite there yet to come off the lead, but she's probably not too far away now.
Yeah.
So you can see that she gets a little bit fixated